your guys' first spring practice in 2 years, which is pretty weird to think about. What was it like to be out there, and do things kind of feel more normal than they were even just 3-4 months ago?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's always nice starting our spring ball with a little snowfall out there. So getting back out there and getting everyone moving around definitely feels like we're getting back to normal. And so I think it's good. I mean, only having one spring ball since 2 years ago, I mean, it was nice finally to be able to get back out there.
Cody?
Chad, last year, some guys like Jordan Bertinelli, were forced into the lineup and really did a great job. Now, looking around today, I assume you're like, wow, look at all this talent back from all the opt-outs and injuries. What is that like to have so much talent on that side of the ball right now?
Yeah, no, I think our whole defense is very hungry right now, and having those guys back and kind of work out with us through this winter conditioning, it's great to have everyone out there, and everyone's competing right now, and so it's great to have that competition.
Tracy?
Do you see a particular advantage to getting that extra year? I mean, you didn't have to redshirt and you still get another year of eligibility. What can you take out of that?
I think it's just awesome. I mean, not saying that COVID is awesome, but having that extra year definitely kind of relieves and allows you to kind of get that extra work in and take a look at everything because not being rushed. So I'm glad that I have that 2 years still, and some of those guys still have those extra years to have, and allows a lot of those guys to come back and play again.
Michael?
Chad, with all those those opt-out guys, Solomon, Rome, Mario, were there any hard feelings when they came back? What was that process of sort of getting them back in the locker room? And from what Craig said, it made it sound like it's been pretty smooth sailing in that regard.
Yeah, I think it's been very smooth coming back on having those guys back here. Personally, I mean, I kind of felt like, man, they weren't here with us this season, but as soon as they were right back with us, I was happy to have them back, and I think everyone was happy to have them back and back to competing. Back to competing with each other and kind of working and grinding with each other. And so I'd say no really hard feelings anymore from anyone. I think they're all right back where they should be.
Davis?
Given the breakout year that you had last season, are you thinking NFL now? Like, do you go into this spring and this upcoming season with the approach of, trying to get yourself on the radars of NFL teams more, I guess?
Yeah, I think right now I'm just kind of thinking about the team more so and kind of play this year and go from there, not really thinking about, like, personally for me going to the NFL, but kind of thinking more about the team, what can we do for the team right now and kind of get in that position.
Cody?
Speaking of the NFL, Chad, you sat behind an NFL guy for a couple of years here in Laramie, and then to come out and have the year you had, if you guys would have played 12 games last year, I mean, who knows? You could have been the leading tackler in the United States. What did that do for your confidence? Even though it was only, 5.5 games for you, what did that do for your confidence?
It definitely boosted a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but for me personally, that kind of just what I expected to do out there, kind of run around, make those plays. So it really, it boosted a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's kind of what I expected for myself to do.
Michael?
I know Logan has been back in town for the last few months. What is he's obviously just got a year of NFL experience. You had a year as a mainstay in the defense. What did you kind of learn from him when he was back in town? And is your relationship different now that you guys have both seen different things now?
Yeah, I would say it's the same. I talked to him a little bit. He comes by the weight room and stuff, so it's definitely good seeing him again. He kind of just explained to me how NFL, like, they install stuff maybe like one day before the game, and you got to know it. And so that was definitely kind of an aspect that he kind of taught me about the NFL. But no, it was definitely good seeing Logan. He looks great. He's doing good things, and so it's good.
Davis?
So, Chad, what is the next step in your development? What do you feel like is the one or two areas you feel like you need to improve the most going forward?
Yeah, definitely. I think I can improve my coverage skills, dropping back in passes, getting to the right landmarks, and then definitely going forward and really studying the offenses that we're playing and studying, knowing like, hey, if they're lining up here, just a lot of film study could help me out a lot. And then just some little things with maybe open field tackling and just getting more powerful and driving guys back.
Tracy.
And what do you think it says about the team that you guys had only 3 guys that decided not to come back this year? One of them had only been there for a year anyhow. And you see anything in particular that says about you guys together?
I just think that we're all hungry right now, looking forward, because I think we got that bad taste from our last season of kind of how we performed, and I think coming into this season, right now, like especially during spring ball, we're just all hungry to get better, improve every single day, and kind of do the next level type of steps so we can really perform this year.